The future of work is here, and all of us know it. The pandemic accelerated the future of work, and we are actually facing it on a day-to-day basis today. So the question that all of us need to think about is, what is the role of leadership in the future of work? And the answer obviously is everything. Leadership has to do everything to do with the future of work, whether it is the worker, the workplace, or where the work is done. So ultimately what we are looking at is, what is the best leadership philosophy suited for the future of work? And my research very clearly shows that it is servant leadership philosophies. I talk about 4 tenets that differentiates the good, the bad, and the ugly of leadership. The 4 tenets are power, purpose, values, and significance. And if you really want to look at which one is the best leadership philosophy that inculcates all these 4 tenets, you would come to the conclusion that it is only servant leadership philosophy, because servant leadership philosophy is the only one that balances beautifully between results and relationships. And that is where this becomes so very important, that we got to put others first and approach it with an employee-centric or other-centric mindset. I define servant leadership like this. So a servant leader is someone who invests in the life of another person to the extent that the other person becomes better, bigger, wiser, richer, healthier, wealthier, happier, more famous than the leader himself or herself. And that is at the core of servant leadership. So if you are a leader, invest in people, because I can assure you that investment in people never depreciates. It is the only investment that always appreciates. So invest in people, and you will realize that it pays off in the short run as well as in the long run. Several organizations have tried and found that this goes along with their corporate objectives, not just meeting the purpose for which they are set up, but also for meeting the requirements of the Wall Street or of the stock market, or of giving returns to the stakeholders, the shareholders, the employees, their partners and others. So this is something that works. It's not just a utopian philosophy that is good to hear about or good to talk about. It works. It produces results, financial results, and it creates a better world. Again, going back to my research, we have real evidence to prove that servant leadership is not only produces better employees, but also produces better citizens. So invest in this. It will improve you, it will improve your organization, and ultimately it will help you create a better world. And that is what I call as significance. So if you want to be significant, invest in servant leadership. Be a servant leader today.